Wow.
Wow.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Wow.
Wait, what are we whining about?
Well, I've got those students who wrote in and asked tons of industry-related questions which I don't have answers to them.
Well, I think we've got the right guest today from the Industry Mentorship Programme. Let's hear from them.
Cool.
Hi everyone. Welcome to this new episode of Career La-Teh. I'm Bunyong.
And I'm Jeff, and today we have three special guests.
Let us welcome Natasha.
Hi everyone.
Syed.
Hi everyone.
And Musfirah.
Hi everyone.
Now, this is a really special episode because
Yes.
of the guests we've invited, and
Right.
they're from Young NTUC and our IMP program.
What's IMP?
Oh yeah, it sounds like an imp, but it's not. It's SIT's special partnership with Young NTUC, and it's called the Industry Mentorship Programme.
All right, so let's have a good chat now.
I'd just like to find out more from Natasha because you're from Young NTUC. Maybe
That's
you
right.
want to share with us a bit more.
So we started this partnership with SIT in 2018.
Right.
And really how this came about was because on Young NTUC's part, we wanted to see what is it that we can do for our youths in supporting their transition from school to work. And I think on SIT's part, it was also to see how they can better support their students in terms of their career navigation. So how we thought we could work together was Young NTUC actually had a pool of mentors. It has grown to about 400 now from
Wow.
23 over
Wow.
different industries.
Okay.
And so we have mentors that could be made available for the IMP program. So that was how this whole thing started, really.
Oh, interesting.
So Natasha, what is your role at Young NTUC? Maybe you'd like to give us a little bit of insights.
Right. So I actually just took over, from my predecessor Wendy,
Right.
overseeing the entire department in sometime mid of last year, right? And at that point in time, we just completed our NTUC Youth Task Force. We had the opportunity to engage over 10,000 youths in
Wow.
the different IHLs,
Wow.
right? So
That's
really,
massive. Very
but
massive.
yeah, it was the effort of many volunteers as well as staff, So when we went down, what we wanted to find out was exactly what are the anxieties and aspirations of our youth, specifically, career, work related. And actually, one of the things that they said was they really hoped to have mentorship, and that actually came out to be one of the top 3 resources that they desired. And they were very clear that that was something that can help them in their career navigation.
Right.
Yeah.
Why didn't I have that?
Yeah.
We are born too early.
It's never too late.
It's never too late. Let's sign up for it. Yeah. So I'm wondering, because you mentioned about the you speaking to the youths to find out what they want, and I'm just wondering, Musfirah, does it feel like it's addressed what you need?
Definitely. After joining this IMP program, it definitely helped me clarify a lot of my worries and doubts about my industry and open my eyes to a lot of possibilities.
Yeah, because you're talking about that worry, the doubts about the
Yeah.
industry. I'm just wondering, what kind of industry is it? What kind of job were you worried about?
So I'm in the rail industry right
Right.
now. So I was just worried about whether or not it would be too niche, and how my future career path would be like. Yeah.
Right. And of course, we have here with us your mentor, Syed.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi.
Yes. You can tell us a bit more about yourself, where you're from.
My name is Syed. I work for SBS Transit. Of course, Musfirah mentioned rail business. I actually take care of the bus infrastructure for bus business. Yeah, so we do a lot of hard engineering. We also do mentorship within our own team itself
Right.
to bring up the level of the profession within the company as well as the industry. Yeah.
So I believe this may not be like you mentioned, you have done mentorship before.
Yes.
So what is the journey like so far for you?
For SIT IMP itself, I joined in 2019. So it has been a 5 to 6 years journey. I would like to thank NTUC for their very strong support over the years. And I've made a lot of friends, both in the industry as well as I treat my mentees as peers. after the session is over.
Right.
So it is actually very nice to, have them text back once in a while saying that, they have done this, they have done that, and it is pretty good so far. Yeah.
How many mentees or students you have so far under your charge over the years?
For SIT itself, it should be around 7 to 8.
7 to 8.
7 to 8, but as a whole, at the industry level, it should exceed 50.
So in terms of mentorship, all right, so what would you say is unique about this collaboration between Young NTUC and SIT?
I think it would be the fact that we actually have a pool of mentors that we can cross deploy. So for example, from SIT, I think SIT has its own network, of industry partners. Similarly with Young NTUC, and actually through this collaboration, the students get to tap on a wider network of mentors, right?
So, and how do you recruit them then? For the mentors.
Right. So for mentors, we have our personal networks, and really when we run different engagements, we just have people who are very passionate who come to us to say, is there anything I can do for the youth? Like, yes, sign up, to be a mentor with us. And that's really how we grew our network of mentors over the many years.
Hello viewers, we are proud to bring you the Industry Mentorship Programme IMP, which is a collaboration between SIT and Young NTUC. Since its inception in 2018, it has garnered the support of more than 200 industry mentors and benefited almost 600 citizens from across 20 degree programs. More information about the IMP can be found in the link just right below here. We also call upon all experienced professionals to join us as mentors and citizens to join us as mentee in the upcoming mentorship cycle, which is happening in February 2025. But before that, let's take a look at the highlights and scenes from the Appreciation Night closure event, which happened earlier this year.
There are a lot of things that cannot be learned from textbooks. And it is really through personal interaction, the sharing of experiences, wisdom, guidance. And I think this is where mentorship plays an extremely important role.
Thank you to the mentors. I think the past couple of months you have really made a difference to the lives of all the mentees.
So now, for the grand finale.
Okay, Musfirah, why did you choose to be part of this Industry Mentorship Programme?
I think one of the reasons why I chose to be in this IMP program was because I was feeling a bit scared.
Scared of?
Scared of the transition between student life to the adult life. Yeah. And it was all starting to feel a bit real. So I started to, research on mentorship programs, and this SIT IMP program came up. And I decided to, why not just try and get into this mentorship and, gain some advice from people in the same industry as me.
Would there be fears that you think your peers might be, suffering from that, prevents them from signing up for this mentorship?
I think maybe networking and talking to people in outside of their bubble maybe scares them a bit. But for me, what I had in mind before I signed up for this was to try to get out of my comfort zone, and this is how I grow and try to progress.
Because you're trying to also to get more mentors on board. And I like what Natasha mentioned, there are people who want to make a difference to the youth in Singapore. So what would you then share with them, some of the things that they could do, they could benefit from this program?
Okay, answering that question, we go back to the industry that I am in, both transport and engineering.
Right.
The thing about the discipline of engineering is that it takes a very long time for you to have a level of expertise, a level of experience, and to do the work at a certain proficient level. So my original intention when I was doing this program was to cut short the process. If the person really can't do design and they are more proficient in actual physical construction, then they should put in their resources and time in the actual construction. So if you don't go through, if you don't have a good manager, if you don't have a good mentor in this aspect, you may be wasting 1 or 2 years of your time after you graduate.
Yeah. So as a mentor, how do you go about breaking the hard truth to your charge? Like, you know, it's like, you know, breaking it hard to them, like you can't do this, do something else, or something more pastoral.
We don't need to be direct. Actually, you can ask Musfirah. we do exploring on what their strengths are in. And one of the comments that I usually give to the mentees is that among all your modules, there will definitely be 1 or 2 which you are outperforming in, and there will be 1 or 2 modules which you are struggling in.
Right.
So you don't focus on that modules, that aspect that you are struggling in. Look at those that you are very strong in, and you can very good career out of those type of work.
Specializing in that.
Yes.
That you're strong in.
But what if I struggle in all?
Then the hard truth comes. Then it is unlikely that the program that you are in is suitable for you.
Right.
Simple.
It's the fit of the program also.
Yes.
Right?
Hey, you're still here. To reward you for your perseverance, we've got some special giveaway. Now, to join this special giveaway, check out the link in the description box. Proudly sponsored by Young NTUC.
Okay, so Natasha,
Yes.
actually, earlier on you did share about how this program is being structured and so on. Maybe you can share a little bit about what is the future plan or the current to the future plan for Young NTUC in terms of mentorship.
Thanks for that question. 2 points come to mind. I think first is that we really value our community of mentors, right? So with our incumbents, we are trying to see how is it that we can better help them do well in their role, right? So we are considering, for example, training or maybe networking opportunities for them as well, because they themselves are probably looking to progress in their careers too, you know. So perhaps could we link them up with maybe more senior mentors who could help them along. So we are invested actually in helping our mentors. Then with the mentees, we are also trying to see how is it that we can make the mentoring program more accessible to them. So beyond our current partnership with SIT, who else can we work with? Really to leverage the different networks in the youth ecosystem, to grow this.
This is a really interesting concept, I think, to have mentors for the mentors, and then a lot to be learned as well.
Yes.
Lifelong learning process.
Right. So, being a part of this program for a while now, I think actually from one of the questions that you asked earlier, right? Would she be keen to come back? Actually, the reality is, having been through several cycles of this program, we do see students who have benefited now becoming mentors. And the funny thing is, sometimes in our conversations with the mentees, they do share with us that sometimes we prefer, being paired with a mentor who's just maybe 2 to 3 years my senior, because their experiences are a lot more relatable. For example, so it's not just about how experienced you are. You may already be in the industry, but what is the road you've traveled? How can you share some of those things with me? These are some of the feedback that we get from our mentees.
Okay, so we are almost end of the show.
Yeah. So once again, I'd like to thank you for your participation today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for inviting us.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
Registration for Industry Mentorship Programme 2025 is now open. Now, if you're an interested mentor or a student waiting to be mentored, please check out the link in the description box. And if you haven't done so already, please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.